Hey everybody, I'm excited today. I'm here with one of my very, very close friends, Adam Mitchell, down in Florida. He's in New York. And I just want to give him a quick intro. Adam's a great friend of mine, and he's really helped me and my brother with many, many projects. I mean, we've been friends over 20 years, and at the restaurant, to start out at the restaurant, he helped me raise my sales from $1 million a year to about 2.8 million a year and growing if I was still there. We built the marinara sauce company. He built a story and a brand for it. He helped me. He taught me about branding, social media. He helped my brother with branding. And Adam, now going into his just quick intro, is one of the co-founders of Jake and Gino, and he built the original technology for the platform. He also runs a digital team for a 100-year-old global nonprofit. And Adam has been researching and investing in different blockchain technology for many, many years. So I could keep going on, man. We've done so many amazing things together. All my cooking videos he shot. He built a cooking school on Udemy for me. So this is what Adam specializes in. I was always saying 10 years, what people are doing now virtually, he wanted me to do in 2008. So Adam, I think, is always 10 years to 20 years ahead, which is awesome. So I want to hand it over to him, and I want you to talk about what we're going to be doing December 3rd, Adam.
Sure. Thanks, Marco. And it just kind of inflated my head a little bit there, but I appreciate you so much. And I certainly appreciate all the work that you're doing from your masterminds to the people in the communities that you're building, helping to build wealth, helping people to take back and take control of their financial future. So my hat is tipped to you in your work. I wouldn't say that many years I've been involved in some of the emerging technologies and some of the disruptive technologies that we're seeing right now. But I have been investing now for 6 years in crypto. I've been researching and involved in it since that time pretty heavily. And on December 3rd, I think you and I are going to have a little sit down with a community of investors from your audience. And we're going to really dig into
private for my mastermind members, which is awesome.
Okay, great. Yeah. Wonderful. So we're going to spend time digging into and unlocking a lot of the mysteries behind what cryptocurrency is. We're going to talk about a lot of things like synthetic assets, smart contracts. We're going to talk about how blockchain is not going to, but is currently disrupting the market that all of your mastermind members are involved in, and they probably don't even realize it yet. We're going to have some discussion about what some of the major banks and lenders have been saying about cryptocurrency in the past, and what some of the big announcements, like the big announcement that JP Morgan had at the end of October 26th, I think it was. We're going to talk about how groups like PayPal and Stripe and Square have within the last couple of weeks, have recently merged onto the crypto highway, and they're recognizing the imperative need to take this technology on, or else they're going to be left behind. So I think we're kind of in a space now, Marco, where we are kind of in Alta Vista and Ask Jeeves space again in the internet. Where back then, a lot of real estate investors, real estate agents, people probably in your space were saying, hey, look, focus on the call logs, focus on the clients, focus on the Chamber of Commerce meetings. The internet's a shiny object. Well, guess what? We're at that point again. And for anybody who is saying, hey, you know what? I wish I had been an early investor in the internet. Well, we are there again, but at a much greater scale. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to be there to not only offer some insight in directions that people can take, directions that I've taken, I think directions that you and your brother have taken as well. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we had some discussions a couple of weeks ago, and I offered some advice. And how did that work out for you?
Well, that's what I was going to tell you. Don't lose your train of thought. So I bought Bitcoin about 4 or 5 years ago because of you, and I held it, and it's up now. It's doing great. And I bought 2 other cryptos, and in the last 2 weeks, I'd say 3 or 4 days, I doubled my money because it was the right ones. And there's a story behind each one, and you know the story. So I'm not just blindly buying ones. I'm buying ones that there's a reason that they're doing a certain thing, and that's what I'm learning from you. It's all about education. And whenever I do something like, that's why I want to be here on this education December 3rd, is I don't want to be blindly investing in this stuff like it's the Mohegan Sun stock casino. I want to, that's happening with that one. I want to go with that one. I want to feel good about it. And that's why I have you, and I get educated about it from you.
That's right. And one of the things a lot of people don't understand is they say Bitcoin, the kind of educated people understand that there's Ethereum and then there's other, but they don't realize there are tens of thousands of cryptocurrencies out there. And with each one of those, or the majority of those cryptocurrencies, there's also a business. There's also a disruptive technology that's coming onto the scene right now, that it's changing the landscape of every single industry that you can think of. So we're going to talk about how to actually look at some of those businesses and what are the steps that you're going to need to take in order to figure out if this is a sound investment for you or not, how to get in the game, how to identify disruptors, so on and so forth.
And you know what's great is even for the average investor like me, without like say you, I've developed like a little strategy that's very leveraging with very little money that you can, it's for my kids. And I'm going to go over that strategy. I've started talking to my mastermind about it. And I kind of told you about it. I told my brother loves it. And so did you. You're like, you don't have to get in with a lot of it. There's so many easy ways to learn and just know the space. And the main thing I told you was somebody had the wrong mindset. I was like, oh, I don't need to learn. I'm never going to invest. I'm like, no, you don't need to invest, but you need to like kind of learn about it because this is going to be talked about at multifamily meetups, at events. It's going to be talked about over lunch everywhere. And you want to be part of those conversations and not in the background going, oh, I don't like blockchain. I kind of really don't like it either, but I want to learn about it so I can be part of those conversations and be included.
Well, while this isn't the educational video, Marco, I would say to anybody who's watching this, if you don't understand blockchain and the impact that smart contracts through blockchain technology are going to have on real estate investing, and if you think that's all kind of sort of silly and I don't want to learn about that, I'm going to promise you, you're going to get left in the dust by someone who does understand that within the next year or 2 years. That's a promise. If you don't understand what's going on right now with these technologies, how banks and lenders are shifting, how the real estate market is shifting, how marketing is shifting, how information is shifting, how investment cross borders is shifting, how SWIFT is going to be gone. I mean, we could go on and on with these things. We're going to talk about that on this call, I think, Marco. But this is extremely important to understand. You just cannot ignore this.
Yep. And especially, oh, I'm a multifamily investor. Well, why don't you look and see how this might affect multifamily?
Right.
You know, it could affect all asset classes, you know. So I'm excited, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't wait to come up to New York to see you when this is all over, man. I'm up there 4 or 5 times a year. We're going to have a beer and see you December 3rd.
You got it, Marco. Thanks for taking the time, everybody, to watch this video with us. And I look forward, Marco, to seeing your mastermind members on December 3rd.
We're going to bring good energy, man. Positive energy and great education. Talk to you soon.
You got it. Thanks.